G'day there, King's Kids. I'm Arnie from Arnie's Shack, and I am so happy you have joined us today because I always love catching up with the members of God's royal family. Today we are going to be looking at how Elijah listened to and heard the voice of God speaking to him. You can also read all about it in 1 Kings chapter 19. Anyway, let's get on with it.
Hello there, King's Kids. I'm Grandpa John, and I'm here in my workshop again today, one of my very favourite places to be. I'm so glad that you are all here too. Are you ready for another story from the Bible? I always keep a Bible right here on my bench, and I have another good story to tell you. Are you ready? Elijah had just been in Mount Carmel, where God had shown all of Israel that he is the one true God by sending fire from heaven and burning Elijah's offering, the wood and even the altar stones. Israel had been in a drought. They had not had any rain for 3.5 years, but now the drought was broken. God sent rain to the parched land. When King Ahab returned to his palace and told Queen Jezebel what had happened and that even the prophets of Baal had been killed, Jezebel was furious. She was so angry she sent a message to Elijah telling him that she was going to kill him. What do you think Elijah did? Well, let me tell you, he panicked and he ran for his life. He came to a place called Beersheba. Then he traveled for a day into the wilderness. He came to a broom brush and sat under it and told God that he had had enough. He just wanted to die. Then he fell asleep. All at once an angel touched him and told him to get up and eat. And when Elijah looked around, he saw by his head some bread baking over hot coals and a jar of water. Doesn't that sound good? He ate and drank and then laid back down again. The angel came back a second time, touched him, and told him to get up because he'd been very tired. He told him to eat and drink so that he would be strong enough for the journey he was about to take. So Elijah got up, ate and drank again. This time strengthened by the food, he then traveled for 40 days and 40 nights into the desert to a place called Mount Horeb, the mountain of God. When he got there, Elijah hid in a cave. Elijah was feeling sad and sorry for himself. "What are you doing here?" God asked him. And Elijah said, "I've worked really hard for you, God, but the Israelites have rejected you. They've torn down your altars, killed your prophets, and I'm the only one left, and now they're trying to kill me too. God said to Elijah, go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord. Wow, because I'm about to pass by. A great and powerful wind tore the mountain apart, shattering rocks. But God was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake, but God was not in the earthquake. Next came a fire, but God was not in the fire. After the fire, there was a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard the whisper, he pulled his cloak over his face and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. That's where God was, in the gentle whisper. God said to him, what are you doing here, Elijah? Elijah replied, I have worked really hard for you, God. But the Israelites have rejected you. They have torn down your altars, killed your prophets, and I am the only one left. Now they're trying to kill me too. God spoke to Elijah. He knew Elijah was feeling sad and discouraged. God had not left Elijah. He still had a special plan for how he was going to use Elijah to help the Israelites, because God loved them all so very much. God told Elijah that he was not alone, and there were still 7,000 faithful followers in Israel. Kids, sometimes we can get sad and discouraged, like Elijah did. Things can seem just too much for us, and we can feel like we are all alone. But rest assured, King's kids, you are not alone. God is always there for you. Elijah heard God's voice, not in the powerful wind, or the earthquake, or the fire, but in a gentle whisper. Why don't you listen for God's gentle whisper today? Remember, God is always there and waiting for you.
Today's Bible verse is from Isaiah 30:21. Your ears will hear a voice saying, this is the way, walk in it.
G'day there, King's Kids. Ranger Hardy here to share with you some more amazing facts about God's creation and what it can teach us about our own relationship with God. It's amazing to think that when our God created this world for us, He placed beauty everywhere, not only where we will easily see it, but hidden in the depths of the earth and seas. Today, we are going under the ground into a deep cave. Are you ready to come with me, King's Kids? Right now, this cave is dark and quiet. Some of you may even feel a bit afraid of being in such a dark and small place. But when we learn to look for and listen to God, we realise that we don't have to be afraid. We will start to see that we are not alone and He is there. So King's Kids, let's turn the lights out. Then look and listen for God telling us He is there and He cares. Can you see anything yet, King's Kids? Wait, let your eyes adjust. Can you see anything now? All around us are tiny little creatures called glowworms. They are shining their lights brightly. Little pinpricks of God's glory, I like to call them. Here, hidden in the darkness of the cave, the voice of God is speaking through His creation. Creation that He has made and placed for us, even under the ground in amazing ways. Sensational! These glowworms spend their life down here creating their silky, sticky, beaded threads to hang from the walls and ceilings as they catch food and wait to turn into a fungal gnat. God has given them special chemicals called luciferin and luciferase that combine to create the glowing bioluminescence you see in their tails. This is what helps attract their food sources and also what makes them so beautiful in the dark. Even hidden deep underground, God knows these little creatures are here and makes sure to provide for them, just like He will provide for us too. They are so beautiful. A bit like a night sky full of stars, really. King's kids, in the quiet and darkness of the cave, you don't have to be afraid. It can be quite peaceful. It allows you time to think and focus without distraction. It is sensational to think that God can speak to us from anywhere, whether above the ground or below it. But if we want to do our part in listening to God, it is important to remember that we need to remove ourselves from other distractions, because His voice will often come like a gentle, quiet whisper. So King's kids, why don't you see if you can slow yourself down a little, find somewhere dark, quiet and safe, and pray that you can hear God speaking to you. Now that's sensational.
Hi King's Kids, my name's Kyra, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a tin can windsock. The things you'll need are some string, a clean dry tin can, a glue stick, some coloured paper, some scissors, some tape, and an array of ribbons. The first thing you will need to do is stick your hanging string onto the tin can. Now, I'm going to glue 4 spots on the tin can. Now, let me put the string on. Now I need to cover the tin. I've got some coloured paper. I need to put lots of glue all around the tin. Now roll the paper onto the can. Try to keep it straight. I'm just going to glue on the edge now. Now tuck the extra paper inside your tin can. Now I'm going to put a row of double-sided tape around the bottom edge of my tin can. Now for the colourful part. We want this to look beautiful in the wind as it blows and as it picks up God's whispers. So let's add in the ribbons. But first, we need to peel the tape back. I might do a pattern. Hang it somewhere where it can catch the breeze. Then when you can see the ribbons moving, make sure it reminds you that God has wonderful whispers to share with you.
Hi King's Kids, I'm PJ. I'm with Luke and Max, and today we're going to exercise by playing a game. This is a really fun way to get fit and active. So jog on the spot, and when I call out earthquake, shake all over. When I call out wind, you sway like you're a tree in the breeze. When I call out fire, rub your hands together, make them nice and warm. When I call out whisper, cup your hand over your ear like you're listening to someone whispering. Like our story today of Elijah when God spoke to him through a gentle whisper. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Jogging on the spot, listen for what we're going to say. And earthquake. That's right, shake all over. And wind, swaying in the breeze. Jogging on the spot. And fire, rub those hands together. Jogging again. And whisper, hear that gentle whisper. Jogging around, Max and Luke. And whisper. Earthquake. Fire. Wind. Swaying in the breeze. Earthquake. Oh, shaking all over. This is a giant earthquake. And wind. Fire. Jogging around. Whisper. Anyway, that was a fun workout today, but it's time to go. Thanks for joining me on Get Active with PJ. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
G'day there, everyone, and welcome along to Balloon Carboon. And again, I've got my friend here with me, Pastor Darren. G'day there, Pastor Darren.
Hi, Arnie. Hi, boys and girls. Good to be back again.
What are we going to be making with the balloons today?
Well, today, Arnie, I have some light blue balloons.
Not very heavy then, eh?
Well, they're the same weight, but yeah, good thinking.
Light blue, yeah.
Soften it, tie it off.
Yep.
And today,
Yep.
I'm going to start with the head.
Great ideas come from your head.
That's right. One bubble, two bubbles,
Yep.
and roll the third one through.
Right.
Now I'm going to make two big ears. That's a big clue.
Oh, big clue, boys and girls. Two big ears.
And the second ear.
What can you think of that's got two ears, boys and girls?
And there it is.
No, it's not. That's not finished, Pastor Darren.
That's right, Arnie. I need to give it some eyes.
Right. Give it some eyes.
And it needs a nose.
A nose. So that's so we can nose him.
But now I need to make the body.
Oh, okay. Making the body now, boys and girls. Yeah.
Small bubble and some front legs. And a body
Yep.
and some back legs.
Oh, back legs as well.
Can you guess what it is, Arnie?
No, not yet, Pastor Darren.
And I'm going to join the head
Right.
onto the body.
Okay.
And he needs big clue.
Big clue, eh?
Some lovely long teeth.
Some lovely long teeth.
Finally, this animal
Yeah.
has a big, long tail.
A big long tail.
Onto the back. And take out my texter.
Yep. What you going to write on there?
So he needs some eyes,
Right.
some whiskers.
Oh, whiskers. Right. I've got some of them.
You got a few, Arnie. And there he is. Yeah, here's a clue, boys and girls. Try and think of the quietest animal there is.
Actually, I know what it is. It's a mouse.
That's right. It's a guess, boys and girls, it's a mouse. Did you know there's a saying to be as quiet as a mouse?
I've heard that, yes.
Our
Pastor Darren.
story today is about hearing God's voice.
Right.
And there's Elijah. He's there in his cave and he's trying to hear God. And a big storm comes. Was God there?
No.
And then a big wind comes. Was God there?
No.
Earthquake?
No.
Fire?
No.
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 God wasn't in the noise. God comes and speaks to him in a still, small voice. Sometimes get out into nature, get away from it all, and be still and just listen to God.
Yep, be as quiet as a mouse.
That's it. You want to take the mouse home?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Anyway, boys and girls, it's time to go now. So from Balloon Kaboom, we'll catch you next time. We'll see you, Pastor Darren.
Bye, Arnie. Bye, boys and girls.
See, I'm going to call this mouse Nicky. Come on, Nicky.
Very original, Arnie.
Yeah, you're my mate, Nicky.
Hey Andy, I've been stumped all day, so it's really good to log in for another memory verse.
Oh, wow, Shane. You're really going hard on those stump puns, aren't you?
Yeah, love them. Hey, who have we got here today?
We have King's Kid Ella with us today. Hello, Ella.
Hi, Shane and Andy. Hi, King's Kids.
Hey, we need to pray first. Hey Ella, would you like to say prayer?
Sure. Dear Jesus, please guide us. Thank you.
Hey, it's a really cool memory verse today. I'm going to read it from my grandma's Bible first. It's from Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left hand. Hey Andy, what's yours say?
Oh, well, it doesn't have as many hard words as yours, but mine says, your ears will hear a voice saying, This is the way, walk in it.
And what about yours, Ella?
Mine said, you will hear your teacher's voice behind you. You will hear it, whether you turn to the right or to the left. It will say, here is the path I want you to take, so walk on it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hey Andy, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, sure, Ella.
What does this memory verse mean to you?
Oh, well, I was thinking about it, and I think that it means if we listen to God, He will guide us and help lead our lives in the right direction. Ella, what have you learnt from the verse?
Well, my verse says that my teacher's voice will walk behind me. I don't think my teacher will be walking behind me.
Or do you think that when it says teacher, that means God?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yeah, Ella. It's not your teacher from school, it's God. God is your teacher.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey guys, is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I really like this memory verse because we can walk on God's path and we can choose if we want to do the good choice or the bad choices.
It's a really great text, isn't it? Hey Andy, would you like to say a prayer before we go?
Oh, sure, Shane, I can do that. Dear God, thank you for your word. Help us to follow you. Amen.
Amen. We'll see you later, King's Kids.
Lord, today I choose to follow you. So take me and shape me, mold me and make me, so all I do is kind and true. Lord, I want to be more like you.
many times, King's Kids, when we can get sad and discouraged like Elijah did. When things can just seem too much for us. When we can feel like we are all alone. But you can rest assured, King's Kids, that you are not alone. God is always there for you. When Elijah heard God's voice, it was not in a powerful wind, or in the earthquake, or the fire, but in a gentle whisper. So why don't you listen for God's gentle whisper today? Remember, God is always there and waiting for you. Anyway, King's Kids, it's time to go now. I will look forward to catching up with all of you again next time. So take care, stay safe, and God bless.
So I will sing the song.